Well, hello there. My name is Dr. Sarah Miller, and I've dedicated my career to helping seniors live their healthiest, most vibrant lives. We've walked alongside each other as you've navigated the changes that come with age, and one thing I hear so often is how important it is to stay strong, especially in your legs. You want to keep moving freely, stay independent, and enjoy every single day without pain holding you back. It makes perfect sense. We see people exercising and think, that's what I should be doing. But sometimes what looks like a good exercise on the surface can actually be doing the opposite of what we intend, especially for bodies that have the wisdom and history of over 6 decades. I've seen it in my practice. Well meaning individuals attempting exercises that, while fine for a 20 something, can put unnecessary and harmful stress on older joints and muscles. It's time we had an honest chat about some common movements that might secretly be undermining your leg strength and overall well being. Let's uncover the truth together so you can make choices that truly serve you. You might be surprised to learn that some exercises frequently recommended or seen in gyms could be setting you up for pain and instability down the road. These aren't always obvious culprits. Sometimes they feel like they're working because you feel a burn or soreness. But that sensation can sometimes be a signal of distress, not just progress. Protecting your mobility is paramount, and that starts with understanding which movements might pose a risk to your precious joints and muscles. Let's talk about the first one, an exercise that's been a staple in fitness for decades but needs careful consideration as we age. Deep squats. For years, the deep squat was hailed as the king of leg exercises, and for young, resilient bodies, it can be effective. But let's look at what happens when you drop into a deep squat with knees that have seen over 60 years of life walking. Climbing and bending your joints have naturally lost some of that youthful lubrication. The protective cartilage has likely thinned a bit, and the connective tissues around your knees, they're simply more fragile. When you go deep, your knees are forced to bend beyond what's a safe angle for many older adults. This puts immense grinding pressure directly onto that thinner cartilage and those vulnerable tendons. It's not just pressure, it can feel like a slow, damaging friction deep within the joint. This isn't just about feeling uncomfortable. That deep bending can trigger a slow, insidious breakdown of the very structure of your knee joint. You might start noticing a burning pain right behind your kneecap stiffness that lasts long after you've stood up, or even an unsettling cracking or grinding sound when you move. These aren't minor annoyances. They are loud alarms from your body telling you that your knees are being pushed too far too hard. This constant stress can lead to chronic inflammation, and the muscles around the joint start working incorrectly to compensate, creating imbalances that make your legs less stable, not more. It's a paradox, trying to build strength, but quietly making yourself weaker and more prone to injury. And let's not forget the mental toll. If getting into a position sparks a fear of not being able to get back out or a fear of falling, that fear becomes a part of your movement, limiting you more than any physical weakness. Lunges, especially forward. Lunges are often presented as mimicking everyday movements like stepping. And yes, stepping is fundamental, but the dynamic forward lunge is a different beast. It requires a significant amount of balance and places the entire weight of your upper body onto just one leg at a time, with a forward momentum component. For an older adult whose balance reflexes may not be as lightning fast and whose muscle support might be uneven, this sudden shift and demand for stabilization can be incredibly challenging. The knee on the forward leg has to absorb force while bending, and the trailing leg's hip and knee are also under stress. Many seniors find forward lunges cause a pulling sensation in the kneecap, a sharp jolt in the hip, or a general feeling of instability. This isn't just expected workout soreness. It's your body struggling to control the movement. The forward lunge stretches tendons and can torque the knee joint in ways that aren't ideal for aging connective tissues. One slight wobble, one misstep, and you could twist your knee, pull a muscle, or worse, fall. And recovery from a fall or significant muscle tear in later years is a long, often arduous process. Beyond the physical risk, there's the confidence factor. A bad experience with lunges can make you hesitant to step off a curb, climb stairs, or walk on uneven ground. What was meant to build functional strength can become a barrier to everyday function. Running or jogging on hard surfaces. Running. It looks so invigorating, doesn't it? The freedom of movement, the fresh air. Many seniors are inspired to take up running or jogging to stay fit, manage weight, or recapture a feeling of youth. But here's the stark reality, particularly when running on unforgiving surfaces like pavement or concrete. Every single time your foot hits the ground, your legs absorb a force equivalent to 3 to 4 times your body weight. Imagine doing that thousands of times in a single session. For aging joints, this isn't benign exercise, it's repeated, impactful trauma. This constant pounding is incredibly hard on the cartilage in your knees, the delicate structures in your ankles, and the shock absorbers in your hips. Instead of building them up, it slowly, relentlessly wears them down. This can manifest as nagging knee pain that never fully resolves, ankles that swell uncomfortably after each outing, and stubborn tightness in your calves that stretching doesn't seem to touch. You might find yourself limping more often than walking smoothly. This isn't just expected discomfort from exercise. It's a sign that your body is under assault. Plus, the risk of tripping on an uneven surface or losing your footing when fatigued is significant. And falls at this age can have severe, long-lasting consequences. What starts with the best intentions can end with pain-limited mobility and the heartbreak of giving up an activity you hoped would keep you young. Leg press machine. The leg press machine seems so safe and controlled, doesn't it? You're seated supported, just pushing weight away. It feels like a secure way to build leg strength, especially if you're wary of balancing with free weights. But this machine has a hidden downside for older adults. Unlike natural movements, the leg press locks your body into a fixed position and range of motion. While this isolates muscles, it also directs immense force straight through your knee joints without fully engaging the crucial stabilizing muscles in your hips and core that work during standing activities. Repeatedly pushing heavy weight in this fixed pattern can unnaturally compress your knee joints, literally grinding that precious cartilage over time. It also places significant strain on your lower back because you're often pushing with your back pressed against a support rather than using your core to stabilize your spine naturally. Many seniors develop a persistent dull ache in their knees or sharp pain after using the leg press. Some report their knees feeling unstable or even locking up during simple daily tasks. A clear indication that the machine strength isn't translating to real-world function and may be causing underlying joint issues. It's a frustrating disconnect feeling. Strong on the machine but struggling with stairs or getting out of a chair. The leg press can provide a false sense of security while subtly undermining the very stability and functional strength you need most. High-impact aerobics. The music is pumping, the instructor is energetic, and everyone looks like they're having fun. High-impact aerobics classes with their jumping jacks hopping, and fast footwork seem like a fantastic way to get your heart rate up and feel alive. And yes, for younger bodies built to withstand impact. They can be great, but for seniors, these types of movements can be genuinely harmful. Every jump, every hop, every time both feet leave the ground and come back down sends a jolt through your entire lower body. This repeated impact is trauma for aging tendons, ligaments, and joints. Your knees, ankles, and hips are not designed to absorb this kind of repetitive shock in later life. What might start as simple soreness can escalate into chronic issues like painful inflammation, tendinitis, or foot problems like plantar fasciitis. Beyond the direct impact, high-impact aerobics often involves quick changes in direction and sudden stops. These require agility and fast reflexes that naturally diminish with age. One wrong twist or unexpected jolt, and you could be looking at a sprained ankle, a knee injury, or a fall. The emotional aftermath of such an injury can be just as damaging as the physical one. Fear of movement, loss of confidence, and the reluctance to try any exercise become significant barriers. While the class might feel fun in the moment, the potential cost to your joints and your confidence is simply too high for many older adults. Stair climbing machines. Stairs are everywhere in daily life, so using a stair climbing machine seems like a smart, functional exercise, right? It mimics a necessary movement. However, the stair machine differs significantly from climbing actual stairs, and those differences can make it problematic for older adults. On a real staircase, you have slight variations in steps, natural pauses, and you use your balance and stabilizing muscles in a dynamic way. A stair machine, on the other hand, forces you into a continuous, often rapid, repetitive, up and down motion with little variation or rest. This relentless grinding rhythm on the knees can be incredibly stressful, especially for joints with reduced cushioning. It's like rubbing two less than smooth surfaces together over and over, while your heart rate goes up, indicating a cardiovascular workout. Your knees are enduring repetitive compression and friction. This can lead to deep, persistent aches, feelings of instability, or even a sense of your knees giving out. The machine can also encourage poor posture, leading to tightness in the hips and strain on the lower back as you grip the rails for support and lean forward. It's a paradoxical situation where simulating a daily activity in an artificial, repetitive way can actually be more damaging than the real thing, potentially stripping away the very stability you need to climb actual stairs safely. Standing toe touches or forward bends. Finally, let's talk about a stretch that seems completely innocent, bending forward to touch your toes or simply bending forward from the waist. It's often done to loosen the back or stretch the hamstrings. But for older adults, this seemingly simple movement carries significant risks. As we age, the discs in our spine lose some cushioning, and the small muscles that stabilize our core and back aren't as strong or reactive. When you bend forward, especially without supporting your upper body weight, you place a large amount of leverage and strain directly on your lower back. This can pull on tendons and ligaments that have lost some of their elasticity. More critically, bending far forward shifts your center of gravity significantly. This leaves you vulnerable to losing your balance. For a younger person, a slight wobble is easily corrected. For a senior, that same wobble can lead to a rapid, uncontrolled loss of balance and a fall. The simple act of bending forward has been the cause of countless falls, pulled back muscles, and even serious spinal injuries for older adults. It feels harmless, like just a stretch, but it puts you in a precarious position without adequate support or quick recovery mechanisms. The fear of falling after just one unsteady moment can make you avoid stretching altogether, leading to further stiffness and a decline in flexibility and confidence. Now, please don't feel discouraged by this list. The goal here isn't to scare you or tell you to stop moving. Absolutely not. Movement is medicine, and staying active is one of the very best things you can do for yourself. The purpose of sharing this information is to empower you with knowledge so you can make smarter choices about how you move. The good news. The wonderful news is that there are so many safe, effective, and enjoyable ways to build and maintain your leg strength. improve your balance, and protect your joints as you age. It's about shifting the focus from high impact, high stress movements to gentle, controlled, and functional exercises that truly support your body. Instead of deep, unsupported squats, try chair assisted squats. You control the depth, you have the support of the chair if needed, and you can build strength in your thighs and glutes safely, which is essential for getting up from a seated position. Rather than dynamic forward lunges, focus on exercises that build balance and single leg strength with more control, like standing leg lifts forward, side, and backward, using a wall or chair for support, or even gentle sidestepping or backstepping. Resistance bands can be wonderful here, adding challenge without heavy impact. Forget pounding the pavement. Embrace walking on softer surfaces like grass or trails, or choose lower impact cardio, like swimming water aerobics or cycling with careful attention to bike fit. These activities get your heart pumping and your legs moving without the damaging impact. Step away from the leg press machine. Focus on exercises that build functional strength and improve your ability to manage your own body weight in real life situations. Chair stands, simply standing up and sitting down from a sturdy chair, are incredibly effective. Step ups onto a low stable platform or the bottom step of a staircase. While holding a rail, work your leg muscles in a functional way. Trade high impact aerobics for low impact alternatives. There are fantastic low impact aerobics classes, gentle dance classes, or simply brisk walking. These allow you to move rhythmically and get cardiovascular benefits without jarring your joints. Instead of relentless stair machines, focus on building the component. Strength and balance needed for stairs through exercises like calf raises, hamstring curls seated, or standing with support and balance exercises like standing on one leg holding onto a support. When practicing stairs, use a real staircase with a handrail and go at your own pace. And instead of unsupported standing toe touches, try seated forward bends or stretches that support your spine, like gentle cat-cow movements on your hands and knees, or lying on your back and gently pulling one knee towards your chest at a time. Focus on hamstring flexibility through gentler stretches, perhaps with a strap or towel while lying down, keeping your spine in a neutral position. Perhaps the most valuable step you can take is seeking guidance. A physical therapist specializing in geriatrics can assess your individual needs, identify any imbalances or limitations, and create a personalized exercise program tailored just for you. They can show you how to perform exercises correctly and safely. This isn't about admitting weakness. It's about embracing wisdom and taking proactive steps to protect your most valuable asset, your ability to move through life with confidence and independence. There's absolutely no shame in adapting your fitness routine as you age. In fact, it is a sign of intelligence and self-respect. The strength you need now isn't about lifting the heaviest weight or doing the fastest jumps. It's about building a resilient body that supports your life, allowing you to do the things you love without pain or fear. It's the strength to stand tall, to walk confidently, to rise from a chair easily, and to engage fully with your world. That kind of strength is quiet, consistent, and deeply rewarding. Here's a practical life lesson I've learned, both professionally and through observing life. True strength as we age isn't measured by how much external weight we can lift, but by the grace and confidence with which we carry our own body through the world each day. Choose movements that honor the journey your body has taken and support the path ahead. I truly hope this conversation has been helpful and empowering for you. Your experiences and insights are valuable. Please take a moment to share one thing you learned from this and plan to apply in your own life in the comments below. I read every one, and your stories inspire me and others in our community. And if you found this information beneficial, please consider subscribing It helps us reach more people with this important health information, and you won't miss out on future tips designed specifically for your well-being. Thank you for spending this time with me. Here's to your continued strength, health, and independence.